Hello everyone. I am here today with just a quick little craft room tour. I have been working the last few days trying to organize my craft room and reorganize my desk. So I wanted to just show you what I've done. I took the mat off. It was really irritating me. It was very distracting when I was doing videos. It come in handy to measure things, but that was about it. I can clean my desk if I get glue and stuff on it, so I just took it off there. But before I had all my papers, my vintage papers and ephemera up here, and I took it off because this is the way I like my desk. I had it like this before, and so I keep like all my vintage, well, not all of them, but a few of my vintage fabrics here so I can use for tabs. This is just a little bit of ephemera I'm getting ready to use. This is all vintage ephemera that I'm getting ready to use for some decoupaging, and this is just kind of like a goodie jar or dish. It's just got all kinds. These come from Denise. So did this, so did these. I just love these things. Just a bunch. These two came from Emily. Some of this is from Swaps. Some of this is from my stash. This is, vintage trim. Just all kinds of stuff that I can grab. I do keep this, which is actually a makeup case drawer thing that I purchased off of Amazon, and I just use it for my different supplies. I like my inks and stuff here. And then I have a bunch of flowers. This is all from Denise at A Tattered Dream. She spoils me. Of course, I've been ordering from her for a long time, and if you have not ordered from her, you've got to check her out. She's A Tattered Dream on Etsy, and she just has beautiful fabrics. This is all hand torn fabric, and then the fluffy fibers is what is in this one. And I have another one I'll show you in a minute. And then here I just have like all my baker's twine that I've purchased from different places. This is just scraps of lace. This is vintage button cards that I use for tuck spots. Depending on what kind of journal I'm making, which I'm kind of going towards more of the vintage journals. So I'll be using those as tuck spots. This is a dish full of different fabrics and trims. There's sari, there's all kinds of stuff in here that I bought from Lena at Amore Fabrics. Definitely did check her out. She has a lot of different fabrics and trims and just all kinds of goodies that she puts together for daily deals. This is, and as you can tell, most of my, except for this, they're all like vintage dishes. I love my vintage dishes. And my grandmother gave me one just like this, but it's pink. Well, not pink, what would you call it? Like a mauve. And I found this one. No, this was given to me. This was Richard's mother. So I have this one of hers, and then I've got my grandmother's. So, but my grandmother's is in my curio cabinet. I don't use it. It's protected. But this is just all my different appliques. I got all the butterfly appliques off of AliExpress. It does take a while to get them, but I got them in bulk, so it was worth it. But this is just a different appliques, and I just keep them here. And then this is all of my little rosettes, and if you were looking for some rosettes, I think this one is still in her shop, but Denise carries these. This one's from Denise too. So you can get all different kinds of rosettes in Denise's shop. This is just my pom-pom trim, which I keep the cream and the pink, which it might be called ivory, but that's the two I keep because that's what I use the most. This is all vintage buttons. This was from my stash that I had. And then this up here is all from Lena that I purchased from her. And then I just have some drawers with some things in it. And then this is all my pretty fibers from Denise. So there is all kinds of gorgeous fibers here. You've got to check out her shop. Again, it is A Tattered Dream. Go place an order, tell her I sent you, tell her I said hi. She will take care of you, I promise. She is a very sweet lady. And then I just keep a couple little dishes here. This is China, and I love this. I bought this from my aunt, and it has a teacup, but I have it over there with something else in it. So when I'm working, I throw all my little bits here. And then here's some stuff that I'm actually working on right now, but I just keep my bits right there so I don't lose them on the desk. And there's some trim, and of course all my glue and stuff. And let's see what we got over here. Let me slowly turn you around. Ignore the mess in my floor. So what I did, if you see my other video, all of my lace and fabrics and stuff was here. And so I moved it there. That way I can use it as I'm decorating my pages. This is all the things that I fill my journal with. So I have all my vintage ephemera over here. There's vintage papers and wallpaper in that. This is just a ton of, like those are Artie Mae's. I've got some of Emily's, printables, things like that in here. This is all newer things that's either printables that I put in my journal. There's some journaling cards, things like that. I keep my vintage and modern stuff separate. This is all checks and receipts that's vintage. This is all vintage ephemera that's going to be going into journals. And there is vintage playing cards. These are all vintage playing cards here. And then vintage trivia cards and game cards there. This is just different pieces of vintage jewelry and things just to make charms or whatever with. So this I'm getting ready to tear apart. So that gives you an idea if you have an old bracelet, or you can even buy bracelets and tear the charms off. So that's what I'm going to do with those. And this container here is all the things I make. So this is, of course it's not vintage, but I try to make it look vintage. That's my altered playing cards. I don't think I did the video on that yet. I need to do that. I did that over a week ago. But this is all the things that I make. My tags, my journaling cards, my pockets, tuck spots. That's what all this stuff is here. So I keep that separated. Then here is, these are all of Tina's kits that I have bits and pieces from each kit left over. I just put them in the glassine bags by kit, and then I can just come here and grab some and make some little embellishments, or just do another like small journal. I mean, there's plenty. There are kits to do that. Back here, oops, this is all vintage postcards, note cards, and my greeting cards are over there because they would never even fit in this. So that's what all this is. And then over here are some more things that I fill the journals with. My guest checks, I have different kinds. The seed packets, the time cards, which they're here somewhere. Where are my time cards? Maybe my time cards aren't over here. They need to be moved over here. Bingo cards, and these are like the hard cards, not just the paper. There's some different tickets. These little tiny time cards. You know, these coat claim checks or cards. And then these are all different library cards that I've made, different sizes and different colors. And then some of these I've bought, like these I've bought, and these I've bought. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a 2020 day challenge, and what that is that I am tackling 20 different areas, or I shouldn't say areas, categories in my craft room for 20 days. So one category a day, and I'm just kind of going through that and organizing and decluttering. So I'm going to have a video coming up on that with the list explaining to you how I'm doing it. If you would like to join me, we've got plenty of time to do this, and I think if we're going to do all this crafting, we definitely need to be organized. Sorry about that. And this is just a way to inspire you guys to get organized. So stay tuned for that video. I'm going to do quite a few today. I don't know when they'll be uploaded, but we got some good things coming. Thanks for watching. I hope everybody is well. You guys have a blessed day. See you soon. Bye.